Coffee grinder versus spice grinder. Are you an expert in your kitchen? Then a grinder must be your everyday cooking companion. Even if you are new in the cooking business, a grinder can save you in many ways. We are talking about coffee grinders and spice grinders.So. Let's get started. Number 1. Difference between spice and coffee grinder. Electrically operated spice grinder can be used in grinding coffees too. The difference lies in the diameter of the canals of the grinder. The diameter of the canal for grinding black paper is much wider than that of the coffee beans. Therefore, you cannot grind coffee beans in a black paper grinder as the beans won't fit in that canal. Spice grinders, in fact, don't grind the stuff. They simply chop the spices but unevenly, which is okay for using them in any recipe. On the other hand, the quality of coffee largely depends on how finely and uniformly it's ground. Unevenly ground coffee will create unpleasant texture and consistency. You may not like the taste. Number 2. Coffee grinder. There are mainly two types of coffee grinder. One is the blade grinder and another is the Burr grinder. Burr grinder is again of two types: Burr grinder and the conical Burr grinder. Depending on the types and brands, your grinder can be messy to quiet and cheap to expensive. Number 3. Blade grinders. If you like to think economic, then blade grinder is what you are looking for your kitchen. As the name indicates, the blade does the main function of crushing the coffee beans. In fact, it slices the coffee beans into very smaller pieces. But the fineness of coffee beans is also a function of time here. The longer you grind, the finer the pieces will be. Number 4. Burr grinders. Their function is more precise. Instead of the blade, Burr grinders have wheels. They crush the coffee beans with wheels against a static surface. The fineness of the beans depends on the burr position. Number 5. Spice grinder. When you are thinking of Indian cuisine, spice is the thing you must love. Nothing could liven up an Indian or Chinese dish as much as the garam masala or Xinjiang can do alone. Who doesn't wish for the original aroma and flavor of spices in their dishes? And the best way to do that is to bring them whole from the grocery shops. Number 6. Herb grinder. There is a third type of spice grinder which can be called as herb grinder. They are much larger than the regular spice grinders. They are mainly used for grinding herbs including oregano, rosemary, basil, thyme, etc. Functionally, there's not much difference between a spice and a coffee grinder. But the accuracy and quality may differ. Again, different brands come with different features. For more details, click the link in the description. Thanks for watching the video.